Pioneer. Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today, guys, we're just going to go over a few things about some new additions and changes that we would like to see added into Lord of the Rings Rise to War. This is just information coming from, not just from my mind, but I also asked the community a few questions as well. And just from seeing things in the game, which I think changes could be made and benefits and changes could be done to make it better. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we, today, guys. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is a quick little fix. So if we go into our marathon chest section here, and we go into our exchange. So there's been a lot of complaints about this. Just to keep in mind, this ain't a shot at the developers or anything. This is just ideas on changes and stuff like that, which could further enhance and make the game more fun and stuff like that. But yeah, for example, with the Marathon exchange, you need the scraps or the fragments, which we can no longer get, because you used to be able to break down the equipment and be able to unlock these, and now you can actually not do that anymore. So the question is, how in the world can we get 1200 fragments when we can't break them down? So this needs to be reformatted, rechanged into a different option. So I'm thinking either we can change this to gold or something. We can use gold to purchase these equipment. If not gold, maybe the tickets. But the tickets are already used in so many other aspects and stuff like that. Like, so especially with the Master of Arms and things like that. So yeah, a definite change needs to be done here, because at the moment it is impossible to get these, and there's some really good equipment in here. Like for today, I would love to pick that up. Like, yo, plus Commander Might, Army Defense, and Speed for melee. That can be very good on a lot of commanders, good and evil side. So yeah. And there's also always some good purple ones in here, which can become very useful for refinement as well. So yeah, that is going to be our first change that we'd like to see put into the game. Because yeah, like I said, it's pretty much near impossible at the moment, and there's not much you can really do about it. Alright, so let's move on to our next thing, shall we? Rightio, guys, our next one is just going to be a quick little easy one. It's going to be just a couple more updates to the search features. Now, as you know, they have updated it an absolute ton at the moment, which is very useful. But I would like to see it, especially like if they could add where we could find ruins in here with the Mysterious Springs and Effigy. Like, it's really good. I have to definitely give compliments. They've done very well. But yeah, sometimes I'm just sitting here and I'm scrolling, looking around the map for absolute ages trying to find the ruins. And it would be nice to try find them. But yeah, so hopefully that could possibly be an aspect. The other thing as well, guys, with the search feature as well, you're able to find pretty much nearly everything else. But just with this, like, I wish you were able to make it so you could do a bit of a broader search range. Or you could search, like, all of them at once. Say you could, like, select wood, stone, ore, and grain. And then just select, like, level 300. And then you can search all of them at the same time. Because at the moment, I don't know what the radius is. But I feel like it only goes within, like, a 20 to 30 tile radius. Or maybe it's within the fort distance. But I don't think so. Like, if I click on here, it says there's like 0 300s coming up before. Like, if I go back into it, there's like 300. And I'm searching all tiles, so it doesn't have to be unoccupied or anything. And apparently there's no 300s within my entire area, which, if you see, it doesn't really work. But if I just scroll down here just a tiny little bit, just here, there's a 300 here, and it's not showing in the search feature. So I don't know whether it's, like, that distance there is probably like 20, 30 tiles or something like that. So maybe increase the tile range of the search feature and possibly get ruins added into it, guys. Alright, while we're here and we're actually looking at someone's layout here, guys, we're going to talk about the next thing, which is when you relocate someone. So I relocated someone earlier. We'll actually go into our reports here and go scroll down a little bit and show you. So yeah, We relocated this K-Fi guy, right, guys? So this is where he was located, just here. Myself and a few others. I will give him a shout out. Eeyore and Joseph, who's now changed his name to OL Ratata Roja. He's right there on the bottom there, as you can see him. Yeah, we went around and did some porting, but usually what happens is when you port someone, they will go to the next region or a different region of their faction. So theoretically, he should have got relocated to somewhere down in here in, I think it's got East Emmett. Yeah, East Emmett. But what ended up happening, if I just go back to my base and scroll down a little bit, as you can see, he relocated right there. So now, not only is he like right next to us, even closer after we try to get rid of him, he now has protection, so we can't even attack him. So, yeah, this needs to be fixed. So, I don't know whether the method of madness of this is whether... I'm guessing maybe this is completely full and there's no areas to move their base or something like that. So, maybe there has to be an exact, like... There has to be a spot, like, of 9 to fit. But look, he could have went there. So there's definitely spaces. So I don't know what that is, but I feel like that's a bit unfair. So I feel like that needs to be a change made there without an absolute doubt in the world. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for relocation. So we're going to move on to our next topic. The next topic's just going to be super simple, guys. It's just going to be a few changes and addeds to the game. For example, we get like a bunch of things. Like we're grabbing this right now, as you can see. We get a few in-game events, like which are not too bad. Like, and you get to earn some gold and stuff like that. But definitely, I'd like to see more in-game events like we had for the New Year's and stuff like that. So possibly for Easter time or something like that and stuff like that, the seasonals, we can have more updates in the game and stuff like that and have in-game events. As you can see, like this new journey is pretty much completed. I just need to do this. I haven't sent to the fortress as much. But yeah, they're done pretty good with these, with the swords drawn and stuff. But like more actual events where it gets us all involved. Like this Occupy Dogador at the moment is really good. It gives you like a leaderboard for the factions and stuff like that. So something which can get us the whole server involved in and so forth, which would be really good. Another thing while we're looking at it, guys, is the bosses. Now, these guys usually pop up on the weekends. So, I've got some warrior medals here and stuff, which I completely forgot to use. So, I could get some gems and stuff here, which I could probably grab. But, it's been the same stuff over and over now since the game. So, maybe we could start seeing maybe getting some new rewards or maybe some new bosses added into the game, especially with Season 3. Like, I'd love to see someone like Shelob or something like that added as a boss. But yeah, it just seems to be speed ups and gold. So maybe they could add different things, like maybe a possibility of getting some marathon tokens or some resources added into these and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, that's going to be the next little change that I'd like to see there, guys. Rightio, guys, the last thing we're going to talk about in today's video is something that I think would be extremely useful and I know a lot of people would like added to the game. So, let's do a scenario here. Let's say that I needed to long march all the way up to the top here, right? So, I long march all the way up here. It's going to take like 3 hours or something, right? But then, once I've done that 3-hour long march, I then have to build a fort. So if I was to, say, build a fort around here, it's going to take me another 2 hours to build that fort. So, what I was thinking, we could get an option where we use the same ability points as we usually long march. So, for example, if I click on this and I went to that and go to long march, you'd use 10 ability points. So, if we could build a fort for 10 ability points, and it could either probably not be instant because I think that'd be too OP, but maybe bring it down from 2 hours to maybe 30 minutes build time. That way it just cuts out a lot of the time of waiting all the time. Sometimes, like, you need to get up there and help and stuff like that. And by the time you get up there and you want to build like a fortress so people can move up, it's going to be another 3 hours on top of that. So that's 6 hours. And then when you get to the fortress, you have to move your base out and build another fort. So that's like 8 hours. So yeah, a feature in which you can build your forts a lot faster would be really good, without an absolute doubt, guys. Yeah, but that's just a few little things I wanted to talk to you guys about today. There's definitely other things that we'll be definitely talking about in upcoming videos about who they could possibly add for commanders, possibly more unique special troops and stuff like that on the map, and so forth and so forth. Maybe they could expand on the map, because and tell you now, it is getting a little bit crowded. Like, so maybe with all this water areas and stuff, they could maybe expand the map a bit and stuff like that, and put some islands out here and stuff. I think it'd be pretty cool. Or they could expand more out this way. But yeah, anyway, guys, until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous. Thousands subs of the EJU army. Yeah, you guys are legends to me, so let's keep up.